This is Spill the Sauce Podcast with
Sam Hastings with Sam Sauce.
and Radi from Fire.
Let's keep spilling that good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to Spill the Sauce Podcast. I am Radi Fernandez, and I'm here joined my co-host and buddy and new daddy and hottie, Sam motherfucking Hastings.
Sam Hastings with Sam Sauce. Another great, fantastic day. Got a cool duo. We got a little gruesome twosome here.
Twosome.
Yeah, music, spice, hot sauce. How the hell does that mash up? But it fucking does. We got the boys from Snailmate, otherwise known as their alter ego, Hot Sauce for Blood. Is that correct?
It is. Yeah.
You know?
We've been on you guys for a while, man. You guys do awesome stuff. Social media, you promote tons of different hot sauce brands, and also our boy Zach from High Desert actually co-created a hot sauce for you guys, which I think that pushed you over the ledge to come join us goofballs for this spicy talk.
Yeah, that was a joining up with Zach was a dream come true. As hot sauce freaks, it was like the perfect union of Arizona heat and our kind of weirdness, and it's been an amazing ride.
And we've never really met him in person yet. Is he kind of a weirdo like us? Is he all right?
Oh yeah, he fit right in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He fit right in on this everything.
He was out in Albuquerque like the first year that we went, and we just missed him. He saw Mark from Hot Sauce Guide, and we're like, "What the fuck was this guy?"
He was like elusive ghost. He came in, dropped a bunch of hot sauce to one of our boys, and then just disappeared. We're like, "What the?"
Well, another thing we have in common with him is we can be pretty antisocial sometimes.
Yeah. I think anxiety is just a big thing. So it's like some days it's just like anxious,
Dude, you're talking to a couple other anxious motherfuckers. How the hell do you jump on tour? You just got back from your tour a while ago with those anxious tendencies. I mean, with Snailmate, that was a pretty big little tour stretch you guys did. That was awesome.
Yeah, this last year was crazy. Between the tours of the States and Europe and Japan, it was a wild fucking year. Anxiety definitely, creeps in a lot of places, especially when it's somewhere we've never been before. There's cultural and language barriers, but I think food and music are things that transcend any sort of gap that there might be. And so luckily we're always rolling with hot sauce and some jams, so it usually works out.
And snacks.
See, Roddy, I told you. And then one other thing, I want Roddy to get in here a bit. So your band name is Snailmate. On your Instagram, it just says genre fluid. What do you describe your music? I mean, because I was trying to explain it to him, and I'm like, it's fun, it's high energy, it's a little goofy, and I dig it.
Well, thank you. We don't really know. We've applied for a bunch of like festivals or like bigger shows where you have to say what your genre is, and every time we say what it is, we're told it's not that, so we aren't sure.
Yeah, it kind of varies from song to song. We like to dabble with hip hop and metal and synth rock and punk and all over the place. Dance.
Dude,
just like
that's cool.
fun.
Have you guys heard from Pickle Monster and People Food? It gives me the same kind of vibe. So their stuff's more like psychedelic, instrumental, like rock, pretty much.
Experimental, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, they're working on a new album, by the way, and I'm getting to like get behind the scenes of like everything. Amazing music coming out.
Nice.
But yeah, like that's awesome. Jesus Christ, I have so many questions and I don't even know where to start. Japan, you're toured. Okay. So you guys were touring like, internationally right now. Let's start there. Couple things. Hot Sauce for Blood. I believe it or not, I know Hot Sauce for Blood, and I've seen you guys, and I'm trying to figure out where the guy this blonde guy. I'm like, where have I seen his face? I know his face from somewhere, and I'm like, yeah, Hot Sauce for Blood. Jesus Christ, I didn't put those two things together until you said it, and I was like, what the fuck? That's amazing. But yeah, it's great. I think that we all somehow are into the same stuff always. It doesn't matter who we're talking to. It's always end up being like metal or music in one way or another. Hot sauce, and then just like we're very alternative people, pretty much, and it's just a lifestyle, and I love it.
That's kind of what drew us into the hot sauce community. The pandemic hit, and we couldn't tour, but for years we've always been collecting and buying hot sauce from all over the country when we were on tour, and like really just kind of hoarding it.
The world, really.
And we didn't know why. And then the pandemic hit, and we're like, we can't play music, we can't do the things we want to do. We still want to like be in contact with people. And then so we started reviewing the hundreds of hot sauces we had in our fridge and kind of reaching out and to the community and finding that, especially during the pandemic, the hot sauce community was blowing up because everyone's home. Like, you know what I've always wanted to do with my life is make hot sauce. And it's so much like
you're looking at two of them directly to their faces. Like
Yeah,
this started
straight
in
up.
20. Yeah, I know. Sam,
it's so
Yeah.
cool to like witness that explosion. And just like a weirdo musician, you kind of learn a lot about someone's personality and their background from the flavors that go into their sauce, the artwork on their bottles and stuff. And it's the same thing with somebody writing songs. And it was like a really cool connection to make.
Dude, music and spice, like, because Roddy is a hell of a musician. I was in bands years ago, musician, guitars. It's weird how well spicy hot sauce, guitar, metal drums. I mean, there's so many hot sauce makers that have huge music backgrounds. And then what Roddy was mentioning, his buddies, People Food, during COVID, they started Pickle Monster, which is like a pickled hot sauce, and it's banging. But it's just like that's what they need to do. They're bored as shit. They couldn't tour. They couldn't do much. They're just like, well, we need money to keep writing music. Let's start a fucking company. I mean, boom, done.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, that's awesome. And hot sauce is such an art. Like, people see it as just a food if they're not like artists and stuff, but hot sauce is its own art category. Like, it's insane the flavors people pull out of the same kind of ingredients, and then they add their little zest to it. It's wild. It's amazing.
I think that these days it's really hard to be like fully and completely original with creating everything. It can be art, it can be hot sauce, it can be anything else. And my first year out in New Mexico, I told Sam this. I was like, it's crazy how there's, I don't know, 100 companies here maybe, and each one of us has at least one mango habanero hot sauce. But you can go try them all, and they're all different. And it's the same with
Completely
music.
different.
You only have your fretboard and a guitar. The fretboard only has so much space, so many notes, so much stuff. If you look at music, for example, patterns and stuff, and the way that things just work, and chord progressions, and all these things, it's very hard to just reinvent the wheel. So we all get to add our own little spice of things, even with like riffs and stuff and whatnot. And it's just beautiful that we get to create stuff. How loud is my background? Because the guys are talking behind me. Can you hear it too much?
Yeah,
A tiny bit, but barely.
Hey, we're gonna keep going that too. Yeah, like what Roddy mentioned, fucking
can keep talking, but not so
Japan,
loud.
dude. I mean, was that the furthest your tour or like, you know, music has brought you so far?
I'm sorry. Repeat your question. I was just
Before you go there, no, Sam, wait. Before you go there, I want to do a little bit of the whole thing. Tell me, when did Snailmate start? Who started it? How did you guys meet each other? And yes, I want to know kind of like, what was your smallest and first gig, your worst gig, your best gig, and then your furthest gig? Because you went to Japan. That's the other side of the world. So just a general guideline where I want to go, I guess.
Yeah, what's the furthest? Well, we started in 2015. We were both in other bands, and they were kind of like breaking up around the same time. And Kalen asked me to start a band with me, but he didn't know how to play any instruments. He was just like a rapper in his other band. So I was like, you got to learn how to play something like now if you want to do that. So then he bought some synths, and he started pretending they were like video games kind of, and started hitting the buttons. And then anytime he would play an actual video game instead of practice, I'd be like, hey, you gotta practice if you want this band to work. So then he'd stop playing video games and he'd play the synths. Yeah, I had him on a whip. So yeah, he learned how to play synths. We wrote a couple songs. I had a tour booked with my other band. They didn't want to go on, and I said, well, shit, I don't want to cancel this tour. So we kind of just went on it and sucked ass. And,
Literally,
it was
like
really
no prep
bad.
or anything, just jumped into it.
Yeah, it was we probably had 3 months of writing songs.
we were really, I feel like we were really bad for a long time.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, yeah, we
So
sucked.
humble.
We sucked really. Like, no, we're not kidding.
I think we're great now. You know, like, so my humility only goes so far because yeah, it's like, but absolutely for the longest time we were really bad. Like, it's I don't understand how We didn't get like banned from other states. We were so bad. So luckily we were able to keep touring.
Yeah. But yeah, that tour was only like, it was like 9 shows or something. And then we went home and like wrote more stuff. Yeah, our first gig was in Tempe, Arizona. Yeah, at Tempe Tavern.
Yeah.
This little dive bar. And then our best gig, that's a hard one. I like almost every gig we play. So I don't know if I can answer that.
Yeah, like you can say a best gig would be like in front of the most amount of people. And then, that's a couple gigs that we could say. But like I would say some of our best favorite gigs would be, the ones that are unique experiences in another country or among like bands that we really love. Like
I don't think it necessarily has to translate. You said what? Sorry.
Slovakia was a sick night. I'll never forget that night when we played in Slovakia. It was
sick.
It was a great time.
See, that's kind of what I was going for. I was gonna say, like, I don't think it necessarily means like what was your best show, as in like attendance or whatever, but like one of the like a memorable thing that you like, when I think of like this one show, this one night in Slovakia was the one that I'm thinking of, that kind of thing.
That was a good show.
Yeah, and Serbia was awesome. Like there were some people that knew the songs. Like they were asking for us to play specific songs, and we had never been there before. So like that was crazy. We like ended the show, and some guys like, "You didn't play Robe Guy," and we're like, "How do you even know that song exists?" Yeah, we're a tiny band from the other side of the world. So that was really cool.
That's the power of the internet, man. That's fucking awesome.
It's crazy. Yeah, it makes me want to cry. And then Japan, we've been there twice. It was cool this last time when we went, like people came back to see us again, which is just crazy because there's 40 million people in Tokyo and they somehow remembered to come back to us, so yeah, it's all, but like every show is great. Like I love going through the Midwest and the West Coast, East Coast. Canada was awesome.
If you guys come to Philly,
yes,
place to stay, hit me up. You have whatever you need.
Well, thank you.
Stay in the hot sauce facility.
You got family.
Have you been to the Century Bar in Philly?
No.
We played there. It was super sick, but we kept killing the power, so we had to stop playing because it's such an old. It's over a century old, and we kept killing the power like every song.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's a cool show. That's already a memorable night. You came to Philly and played a show that you kept tripping the power out.
It was fun.
Dude, you guys have done like everything that I ever wanted to do, and I mean I haven't played in a band since 2009. I was like a little kid, but we used to play a lot and. Yeah, we traveled Midwest, did a little bit, recorded a sweet LP, and the coolest thing with that is like when we were recording, it was right in the middle of like this like huge tornado scene, like Midwest, like people were like bunkering down, and we were kind of oblivious the entire time because we were just in the studio recording, and the recording engineer's like, I have to go look for my cat, I'll be right back. And we're just in there goofing off like, we don't know what's going on. And then later he's like, yeah, it's scary outside right now, guys. He's like, I hope the power doesn't go though, because these aren't finished yet.
Oh no, yeah.
Back them up.
That's one of the best metal stories. Like, we're playing here and like the tornadoes outside.
We're just in and like slap ass and giggling and shit and like trying to press the record button, and I'm like, shake and bake. And it's like, hey, play that back, stupid stuff. But anyways, yeah, you guys have done a lot. Very envious.
So tell me let's move into the hot sauce bit. So you guys, how did you even get across? Who hit who up? Okay, I need to know about the hot sauce you had with Zach. How did that come about?
Zach reached out to us. I
started with Black Friday. There was a Black Friday deal.
Sale.
We bought every local hot sauce from everywhere we could find because we're like, shit, we're broke, but we want to try all these. So every hot sauce company we could find that had a Black Friday deal, we bought all their sauces. And we bought all of Zach's sauces.
And I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I'm going to buy some of your sauces. Like, this is who we are. But, and just like letting them know. Because sometimes it'd be like, hey, I'm buying your sauces. I want to go through your website and buy it. And then sometimes people will be like, hey, no, like, we would love to give you a deal or send you some or something. But that wasn't the case with him. He's just like, cool. And then I didn't think anything of it. I think we may have posted one review. And then we
posted a few reviews of his. Yeah. And he said he liked the reviews. And then he said, y'all want to collab on a sauce? And we were like, huh?
Yeah, because we've always wanted that, and we were always afraid to ask anyone to do it. We didn't think we were like worthy of having our own hot sauce.
And we didn't want just like one of those nasty sauces going around right now that bands have. I don't know if you've tried any, like the plastic bottle shit. or like any of the stuff. There's a company, I don't know what they're called, but I don't want to call them anything. There's a company in Colorado making just ass shit sauce right now, and they're selling it to bands, and they all get like the same flavors, and it just tastes like garbage.
Yeah, you can put your label on it.
Yeah, so we didn't want that. So when he hit us up to collab, we were like,
from where is it? Arizona?
Yeah, we're from Arizona.
No,
the bad sauce.
The bad sauce. There's a big company out of Colorado right now doing it.
Hey, Colorado ass sauce. Stop doing that. Let's
you can Google right now. It's the same as how you can, get your name printed on like bottle openers to sell. Like you can do that with hot sauce, and it's just
with hot.
Yeah, and you can do it. You can do it with everything. Like it's pretty much like white labeling. Like I could do that if I wanted to. Like of course it would be like a different kind of like I wouldn't put out shit sauce, but
of course,
totally. Yeah, and there's some local companies around that are doing it with bands, and then these bigger companies are ruining it for them because there's all this terrible sauce going around when these local companies are trying to make stuff they're proud of. So, so we didn't want to do that. So we were like, how do we find a sauce? And then he hit us up. We were stoked as hell. I didn't even believe it because I was like, that's like a dream. That's literally like bucket list top 5 dreams to have a sauce that we collab on. And then we kind of told him what flavor profile we wanted. And then he mailed us tester batch, and we were like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah. How did that work out? I mean, so it sounds like you can purchase this through you, but you can also purchase it through him.
Yes. Yeah,
we want. Does that just work as like, I mean, this might be a little more on the personal side, but are you I mean, it's like co-branded, it benefits both of you, I imagine. Do you just like, purchase an X amount from him, like a wholesale customer, so to speak, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna pump this out myself, but he can sell too because it's a great product and it is unique.
Yes. Yeah. We honestly don't care about that, like the money side of that. We just want everybody to have our sauce. So we buy it wholesale from him, and then we keep all that, and then he sells it himself, and he keeps all that.
Yeah, as long as people get a hot sauce
we don't care
from HDSD that says Snailmate on it, like that's payment enough for us.
And that was like our idea. He was kind of nervous about selling it, or not nervous. I don't know the word. I don't know his emotions, but like he was kind of hesitant to sell it on his site and stuff. But we're like, we just want you to keep all the money, and like we want everyone to have the sauce.
We don't need the numbers. We don't need any sort of like tracking or keeping like tabs on it. Like if you want to make our sauce and sell it, like that is, you're getting our name out there, and that is, we're happy.
And that's our dream. Yeah. So
that's cool as shit. You guys are very,
that's dope, guys.
That's a musician fucking way to be, rather
than
make sure these numbers.
I'm telling you, it's a lifestyle, because that's fucking the only people like us would do it.
Exposure
is everything, man.
Oh, I know.
But yeah,
and it's great sauce. He worked his ass off making it, and he continues to work his ass off making it for us. So like
he makes great products. I've tried a bunch of his sauces. I haven't tried them all, and again, like we haven't met in person yet. We always talk on Instagram and stuff. We've been on a couple like calls together. Great guy, great reviews, great everything. Like he's a decent person.
Oh my god, he's an awesome dude.
We love him.
He's just grumpy, pretty grumpy. How grumpy is Zach? Zach's grumpy all the time.
Oh yeah, and that's part of his charm, and and we love it. And
it's part of the charm. It makes you want to give him a hug, even though he wants to punch you in the face.
He'll text us these real short texts, and we're like, "Oh God, Zach's mad at us," and then we'll call him. He's like, "What's up?" And we're like, "Oh, okay, everything's fine."
He's also our tab inspector for the license plate tabs. Every time I pick up sauce from him, he's like, "Hey, your tags are expired." And I'm like, oh, and then I was in another car, and he's like, hey, your tags are expired. He's like, didn't I tell you that last time? And I'm like, oh, yep. So I gave him that job. It's his job to keep our cars legal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are the things you guys... Sam, go
so most recent, I mean, you did the tour. You got your most recent album, Stress Sandwich.
Yeah.
Banging. What's next? I mean, it's 2024. It's the year of the dragon. Big plans this year. I mean, or you just got done doing a ton of shit, so you might just be taking it easy.
Well,
we never take it easy.
Yeah, it's gonna seem like it's a chill year compared to last, just based on the mileage and the kind of tours that we did last year. So we're taking it easy as far as travel goes, but we are really going to be buckling down, and it's going to be a really creative year for us.
It feels like this is the theme of the year, Sam. Every time we talk about it, every time we go on coffee talk, every new person we talk to, it's like everybody's trying to stay close and go far. 2024 feels like it's going to be a good year. it feels like it has momentum. It feels really good. It feels like positive shit's happening. Well, not always, not everywhere. Oh shit, fuck, I got sad there for a second. But you know, like for us, some shit's happening. But then we're trying to like limit traveling too. Sam's like, we're gonna travel a little less. We're doing like festivals and stuff because we've been traveling. We've technically been on a hot sauce tour for 2 years in a row now.
That's so tiring.
Because it's like, imagine bringing like all of your gear to one show, but the show lasts for 2 or 3 days, but like 10-hour days, and then you're just like, this fucking, and then you just drive back and you're like, all right, I want to do
when's that big hot sauce fest in Albuquerque?
It's happening in 2 weeks, dude. Are you coming?
2 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, Zach invited us.
Fuck yeah.
I forgot.
We've never been able to go because we've always been on tour.
Yeah, we've always been on tour.
Fucking telling me now?
Yeah.
Are we able to go?
Yeah, it is.
He probably has
first
room for you to
weekend.
jump in his car.
It's the first
Yeah, I'm pretty
weekend
sure we're
in
going.
March.
I got a text about he invited us, and I totally forgot because I have 3 jobs right now. So
It is on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of March. Dude, I love that this time of the year. It's insane. I'm very afraid of it. I'm anxious right now. I already don't want to do it. I'm terrified until I leave my house.
so you're going?
Yeah, we're both going. Sam and I are going. So I'm in Philadelphia. And
do they ever have bands play?
Huh? No.
Do they have bands play?
It's very boring.
Fucking should. And I will give you the contact of the guy that runs it, and you should just talk to him.
We should. We have a PA. We don't need anything from him besides an outlet. That's all we would need is a power outlet.
Well, make sure that it's connected to like a strong power supply before you blow it up too.
I know.
It's a fairly updated venue, but I can send you that. I know. So that's a new guy that's running it, and I think there's some fresh new blood, so to speak. So I would hope he'd do something because otherwise it was pretty fuddy-duddy trade show. But the Steve Seabury events, the ones where he runs, we can get you the dates for those. That would be something like. That'd be cool as shit for you guys to play. I mean, it's a proper stage. It's like a rock festival / hot sauce show / wrestling. It's crazy.
And they probably just have like old guys playing blues at those things.
Like local cover bands to some degree, like like a pop punk emo, then like a metal rock. It's just whoever they get, but I mean, fuck it, dude. I think that'd be sweet. We got his contact too. We'll put in a good word.
No, we got our bona fides. We got our hot sauce background. We're not.
It's really interesting being able to like
some of these bands touring with their hot sauce on their merch table. It's like y'all don't fucking like hot sauce. Y'all don't know shit.
Oh, shots fired.
Put
your guns out, sir.
Face tattoo. What are you talking about? Yeah,
sir. Yeah, it's crazy. You're just shooting. Oh man, I want to make hot sauce for my band too. Like I'm already talking to the guys. Like we're having our first show actually on April 27th.
Where at?
Here in Jersey at my buddy's place. It's gonna be like a house show pretty much.
House shows are the best.
We're inviting like 80, 100 people maybe.
Because that's gonna feel like a sold out huge venue, and
it is going to be. It's my first time performing in front of a crowd. So it's my vocalist cherry popping ceremony.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm already the plan is to like actually make like so we're gonna play. We have another band opening for us, then us, and then we're gonna have like a hot ones kind of like thing. And my band was like, "Can you make sauce and name it the song titles?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Are you gonna have like a merch table, but it's just gonna be like chicken wings for sale and a bunch of communal hot sauces?
I don't know. We're probably just like we'll buy a hot sauce so it's like my birthday's in April and like my buddy's birthday's also in April, so we're throwing like a conjoined birthday party / show / like it's just friends and family coming. Like it's not random people, so we'll probably just host and just buy a bunch of wings for everybody to eat with a bunch of hot sauce and like give it out as like hey, this is Witherhorde's hot sauce, and then like maybe made by Hotbox Philly. So like now I'm putting out 2 businesses, my band, so you can go check it out, and then also my business that makes hot sauce. So yeah,
leave a tip jar on the table. You gotta get some tips.
Oh yeah, tip jar.
He's got to shake what he's got in them.
Right. You give it away for free, but you give them the option to donate to the ingredients.
Yeah, it ain't cheap. Sam knows about that.
Especially high quality hot sauce. Holy cow! Yeah.
It's pretty sweet, but dude, that sounds like you guys are literally living that dream. The only other people besides what we keep talking about is Pickle Monster and People Food is their boy Sean with Sauce Leopard. He's in
Two bands. He's in the
two
Munsons
bands.
and I forgot the name of the other one. I bought 2 of his records and I saw them live too, dude.
Yeah,
amazing.
the Munsons and oh damn it, how he's gonna. I dig the other ones more like stoner kind of rock psychedelic shit, which I'm really into.
Yeah.
Damn it. Anyways, he has even stated, if I could just stop hot sauce and make a living just touring, playing music, I would in a heartbeat. And this is a guy that's already been on Hot Ones, done it all. But he's down with the music. I mean, he is that creative. And I believe it was COVID shit that made him pivot too. It's fucking wild, man. It's I think like COVID was the best and the worst thing for a lot of people.
How was your experience getting all that sauce made for Hot Ones? Because you had to make like 100,000 bottles or something.
Nothing too crazy. It was upwards like 36,000 units, and like I've always preached.
That's a shit ton of bottles, dude. Like, if being as somebody who's co-packing, and sorry to cut you off real quick, like that number like terrifies me because it's doable, but I would need.
You need a walk-in fridge to. I mean, how are you getting all the produce? Yeah, my mind's already working too.
I'm just like trying to figure out like numbers
pounds of jalapenos.
With my current production level or like in capacity, like I would 36,000 bottles take me like 25 days to make, maybe. And that's like hustling ass all day, just like hard.
like not sleeping.
Yeah, like going at it with my team.
Yeah, because I had to hire because I always said like I always make all my hot sauces every bit of the way, but with that
hire a co-packer, right?
Yeah, there's no way, and there's not like many like people that I would trust that could co-pack that much with what I do, because I smoke, I grill, I cook. So with our buddy Carlos down in Honduras with all this fresh produce available, he was able to knock it out of the park.
Love Gang. Nice. The other band is Love Gang. Mother Jesus Christ, sorry, it was killing me.
In Honduras, is that the Chile Lengua de Fuego?
So that's our boy from Carlos Castillo.
Oh, awesome. That shit's so good. We have like 10 of his flavors, something like that.
My brother lives in Roatan, Honduras, and my brother sent me like all of his sauces. And,
dude, have him go fuck with them and just be like, you just be like, yeah. So you ever heard of the Smokey J sauce? Why don't you make something good like this, Carlos? See if you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that guy seems like a sweetheart.
He
said he was going to send us something, and then it never materialized. But I know he's busy as shit.
So we bought a bunch of them.
We bought a bunch. But and he's on this. He's on last season.
He's been on,
and
like
then he's co-packing yours on this season. So like, I can't imagine how busy he's.
And some of his sauces are hot.
Oh yeah, he makes stupid hot stuff.
They're hot as fuck.
But still, flavorful, none with like the gimmick to be hot.
I
mean, they have real flavor. Yeah, I don't like
he puts a lot of like effort into his stuff. He grows his own peppers and has like, I don't know if it's Sam. Can you correct me and say like his farm or like a farm that he works with? Like I don't remember the whole thing.
It's his from start to finish. I want to say,
grows them all there.
Yeah, we had him here on the podcast just like in December, and he showed us. He walked around the entire facility and showed us like where he processes all the mash and stuff, and like where they make all this stuff. It was amazing. You know what's crazy? Sam and him were working already on Sam's hot sauce for Hot Ones, and I didn't know. And both of them were just like talking about a bunch of stuff, and like I'm like just like asking all these questions, and like both of them knew. And Sam was like shitting bricks that that Carlos was gonna like slip and say something, and I'm like, this being spill the sauce, he did a good job of not spilling it. It's crazy.
Now looking back, I know. I got one other good question for you. Then I might have to jump up to dad duty, but. Snailmate, you have your hot sauce. That's probably your go-to, I imagine. If that isn't what's like on deck, what's your like guilty pleasure? I mean, you can name a big brand hot sauce. Is it like
I mean, I will die for Tabasco. I love OG Tabasco, or like that's my shit.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love Tabasco. We've toured McIlhenny Island in Louisiana a few times on tour. Like we love it. Love rolling up and smelling the smells. There's
so much Tabasco stuff.
Shit.
Get some gators.
We got the 150-year anniversary.
The post we got. Yeah. Oh my God. Did you all have
you guys are like Tabasco fans.
We've been there. I've been there so many times.
Yeah, I've been there.
The 150-year aged hot sauce in the when they came in like a fake looking champagne bottle.
Oh,
No.
no, I do
We
not.
spent some money on it. It's awesome.
Oh my god.
So
It
yeah,
was
we're
amazing.
we're unapologetic Tabasco fans. We do have a lot of favorites. We've been really lucky to try some amazing ones. There are some big brands doing well. Like I love a Yellowbird hot sauce. I think they're fucking awesome.
They sponsored our festival we do in Texas.
Hell
So that was
yeah.
cool. We have a festival called Slime Fest, and they sponsored that last year. That was sick.
Yeah, we've been so lucky to meet some. We definitely have a lot of our fridges are insanely stacked with hot sauces. Like our
Let
girlfriends
me
are
stuff
so
it a
annoyed by
little
it.
The
more.
whole fridge just full, and then the upstairs fridge is like half full.
Yeah.
I think you need more hot sauce. So just shoot me your address, and we'll after this, I'll send you some stuff too, and I'll send
Oh,
you
you would love
monster stuff. I'll hook you up with the voice stuff
but-
and all this.
The ones you sent us, the Taiga style and the Verde,
That pineapple and the pina
That
dinata.
one-
kind of banana. Yeah, that. Oof,
I
those
put
didn't
that
last
on-
long.
Yeah. Oh my god. I
Yeah,
put
that's
that on
amazing.
everything.
Those did not last long. Shit
Dude, I
was-
appreciate that. And that's cool shit because, like, I don't want to say people usually just shit on Tabasco, but a lot of people in the hot sauce scene, they kind of do. And it's like, dude, that's what we all grew up on. I'm more Louisiana brand than Tabasco, but I'm like, dude, it's fucking delicious. It's perfect for what it is. But hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I appreciate that.
On
Yeah,
that
I love
note,
it. Their habanero
cool, though.
and their scorpion peppers are both really fruity, good mashup of fruits, and like they're actually got some kick to them. Their family reserve, which is like $10, like that shit is.
It's their family reserve
Yeah.
is bomb. I think some
I
of my
love their
favorite
garlic
smaller
one.
companies though, like Taos Hum, they're amazing. Arthur Wayne, obviously High Desert. All of a sudden, when you ask this question, I forget everything. Like if you ask what my favorite song is, I don't know what music is anymore. I'm gonna go inside and look at my
you
fridge.
glitch out. Yeah.
And I didn't call out certain.
Yeah, we really liked like
Certain brands.
Yeah, Soothsayer, they were really good. Yeah, now we're blanking.
It's pretty rare. Honestly, it's pretty much almost never that we don't like a local, smaller business. The only ones I've not liked are like the ones that add like tequila or whiskey or something. I think that's fucking disgusting.
Ooh, I gotta send you one of mine. I make one with whiskey. That now I gotta prove you wrong.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
It's,
no,
it's
there's
one of,
what was
it's
that one
one
we
of my
just had?
best
We had-
sellers. It's really popular. I'm very proud of it. I'm gonna shut you up, boy.
All right. Let's do
It
it.
is good.
Yeah. Huh?
All the Dawson sauce from Canada we just had, and
Oh,
we had
yeah.
some with I think had some red wine in it. That was really good.
We did try that one with tequila or something recently that was actually good. But
Yeah, there's exceptions.
But like there's that one with that cartoon on it with the
like a
tequila.
shark or something. Yeah,
It's
there's some
so
bad ones.
nasty.
Obviously,
Oh.
there's bad ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Sam,
I don't know
saw
what
your
it's
face.
called. It's like a cartoon and they have like a bunch of different alcohols, but the tequila one is just
Huh?
Yeah,
rancid.
and we've been running through this gift
I
box.
thought I knew, and then I don't think I know anymore. But that's okay.
I'll send it to you on Instagram when I find it.
And
Alright.
it's hard because I made this sentiment yesterday on one of our videos. We're running through this gift box of hot sauces.
People buy us those gift box of shit.
They're awful, and like we're just burning through them for reviews, for content, but also as a PSA that they're not good. You buy a gift box of 50 world tour hot sauces, they're not good. And if that's someone's first experience with hot sauce, it could really detrimentally turn them off to the world of hot sauce. Like it's not cool, it's not fair. And these people are like they're squandering their responsibility. They're being irresponsible by packaging their hot sauce in such a shitty way where it's all shitty made in China. Like it's bad hot sauce.
And also you're just putting money into the pockets of billionaires who own those companies, instead of buying 2 or 3 hot sauces from a local company and actually like feeding the community. So
yeah, and like going on
bad.
a flavor journey.
Dude,
bad
I'm all
all
about that. I love it. But guys, on that note, we kind of have to wrap up over here. You guys go first. Snailmate, what do you want people to know? Where can they find you? What do you have going on? What do you want people to know about you? What should we do to interact with you on the go now?
the best way is Instagram. It's just at Snailmate. If you Google us, Snailmate is one word. Snailmate.com, Facebook.com/Snailmate, and then we're on everything: SoundCloud, Spotify, Bandcamp, you name it. You Google it, Snailmate. We're there. what's really exciting coming up is in the near-ish future, probably in a month or so, we're dropping a music video that we've been working on for almost 2 years. And we have our crew that's been working on it have been working their asses off, and it is absolutely insane. They put thousands of hours into this 2-minute video, and we are so fucking stoked for it. So keep an eye out. I wish we had a date plan, but
holler when you do. We'll blast it on the
socials. Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Sam, your turn.
Oh boy, samsauce.com, Sam's House Instagram. If you want that Smokey J, you gotta go to hedonist.com, hedonist.com. What about you, Roddy?
Before we go there, you guys, again, thank you so much for joining us and for coming over and like hanging out with us and talking with us. You guys are fucking amazing. I love all that you're doing. I wanna go check out more of your music. I need you guys to. I'm gonna send you some hot sauce. Come hang out in New Mexico.
Yes.
March,
it's only a 6-hour drive. We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
for me, it's a 33-hour drive. So if I can drive 33 hours, you can drive
6 hours is nothing.
Nothing. That's a day drive for me. But yeah, you can find my stuff on firehotsauce.com or fire.co or at heyjohnmorgan.com or hotsaucemadeinphilly.com. Just a bunch of shit. Or you follow me on Instagram, fire.co, and please listen to the podcast or share it. This is Spill the Sauce Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Spill the Sauce Podcast. And also, if you want to email us or about whatever, any suggestions or comments or complaints to your mother, you can email them to spillthesaucepodcast@gmail.com. Boys, bing, bong, bada bong.
Hot sauce for blood.
Hot sauce for blood.